Hi everybody!
I guess you could say I'm farming Digimon Story Time Stranger content for all it's worth. But this is a game I'm really excited for. Anyways, this is a total first for my channel, as I'll be covering some theories on a game. Keep in mind, we still don't have a release date for Time Stranger, and I'm going off information based on a trailer that's less than 2 minutes long. But hey, it's fun to speculate, so let's get to it. To my knowledge, the only Digimon game to date where the story diverges a little bit is Digimon Survive. If I'm wrong in that statement though, let me know in the comments. However, former producer Kazumasa Habu, who was working on Time Stranger until 2023, is known for iterating on ideas he has used in games previously, so I'd say a branching storyline is a distinct possibility, especially when you consider the fact Bandai Namco have been very upfront about time travel and parallel worlds being a major component of this game. Now, if you're a fan of Doctor Who, Star Trek, or sci-fi in general, you'll know that time travel can impact how a story plays out. Couple that with Habu utilizing a branching storyline in Survive, and I'd say there's a high chance of our choices actually impacting the story to some extent. I don't think it'll have as big an impact as it did in Survive, but I do think it has a high possibility of happening. It's also something I'd like to see, as I enjoy it when your choices impact the story, though it is something that's a rare occurrence in JRPGs, which are typically known for having a more linear approach to storytelling than Western RPGs. There are a few JRPGs I can think of offhand that give the players more freedom with the ending. For the sake of this argument though, I'm excluding visual novels, as that tends to be their gimmick. The Shin Megami Tensei franchise and The Legend of Heroes Trail Through Daybreak are the only ones I can think of where decisions matter beyond a surface level. My next theory builds off this idea though, so let's discuss that next. Again, this next theory isn't super common in JRPGs, but I can see it being a feature, again because Habu's design philosophy is to take things from his previous works. Digimon Survive features an alignment system, and it's something I could see carrying over to Time Stranger if the storyline is a little bit more open-ended. If it happens, I imagine it'll be a 3 alignment system, akin to what SMT and Trails Through Daybreak utilize. So something along the lines of lawful, gray, and chaotic. It also works relatively well with Digimon on a mechanical level, as you have data, virus, and vaccine typings. If this is done, MediaVision Inc. could even give the player's Digimon of that typing a small stat boost, thus giving choices made a mechanical benefit. I don't think this one is the likeliest theory of mine to come true though, as the benefits to it are probably negligible, but it would be cool to see it implemented. Moving on to the third theory though. So if you were paying attention to the scant bit of information released for Time Stranger before it had a publicly known title, you'll have seen Bandai mentioning the Olympus 12, who are a class of Digimon at the Mega level, who have a rivalry with the Royal Knights, a group comprised of 13 Mega level Digimon. Also, the lore of previous Digimon Story titles have hinted a war between these two factions is coming. This is a theory I have a strong feeling will happen, especially when you consider the previous story games took place on a different server. For example, Yggdrasil is the digital world server in the 2 Cyber Sleuth games. So since we're dealing with parallel worlds and Time Stranger takes place on the Iliad server, it wouldn't surprise me if the game ends on a cliffhanger of some description, where war between the Olympus 12 and Royal Knights happens, setting up some multiversal madness. Hopefully it'll be handled better than the MCU storyline Deadpool loves taking the piss out of. But I think this one could be really cool to see, as previous Digimon games have set up possible sequels, such as the ending of Survive. But my fourth theory has more to do with the marketing of the game, and it's all about connections. Ever since Persona really broke into the mainstream with its 5th entry, it feels like every developer of a JRPG has to throw in some sort of dating or social sim element. I'm not against this particular mechanic or idea, as it can be done extremely well, especially if the game operates on a calendar-based system. However, I don't think this mechanic needs to be in every single JRPG. In some games, it just feels tacked on. However, given Bandai Namco seems super focused on the bond component of this Digimon game, it'd actually make sense. but it would be a good way of improving the cam mechanics found in previous Digimon Story games, especially when you consider the cam stat is essential for getting some Digivolutions. There are a ton of ways I could see MediaVision Inc. adding this feature in too. In the Cyber Sleuth games, we have the Digi Farms, which were used for training and some other functions. Its features were pretty rudimentary though. However, this could be used as a functional way to incorporate more of the monster raising sim elements found in the Digimon World games, which would make Time Stranger feel more mechanically dense while also streamlining some aspects that feel a little bit clunky. One way they could easily implement this is by having the Digifarm work like the Demon Haunt in SMT5 and 5 Vengeance. Speaking of SMT5 Vengeance, I will be reviewing that game in the near future, along with both Cyber Sleuth games and Digimon Survive, so subscribe and ring the bell so you won't miss those. But for those who don't know, the Demon Haunt in SMT5 let you give things to your demons and converse with them. Doing so could lead to stat boosts and you getting useful items. Digimon would be an ideal candidate for this. Also, during downtimes you could even bond with other tamers who are story relevant, which could lead to improved battle performance, or be ways for the developers to give the players lore akin to what the Trails games do with their own bonding events. Do I have any other theories though? I have one more. This next theory plays with the multiversal aspect again. I think characters from previous games will show up in some capacity. The hero from the first Digimon World title, along with Rin and Miri, have all shown up in future games, so it's not outside the realm of possibility. It'd also be cool to see characters from other Bandai Namco franchises showing up. Because one thing a lot of people seem to forget is Lily from the Tekken franchise has shown up in Digimon World Redigitize and Digimon World Redigitize Decode. She even has a Numemon as a partner Digimon. So in general, this is something I'd like to see, and considering it seems to always happen, I think we can safely lock this one in. Are there any characters either from past Digimon games or other Bandai franchises you'd like to see as a tamer in Time Stranger? Let me know in the comments. Personally, I'd love to see Asuka Kazama from Tekken make an appearance. It'd give her yet another connection to Lily, and it would be fun to see what her Digimon partner is. To be honest, it's probably Sukamon. So those are my 5 theories right now regarding Digimon Story Time Stranger. This video was made available to my channel members early if you'd like to get the majority of my videos before anyone else, along with exclusive content and your names in the credits. Then consider hitting the join button or the link in the description. Thanks go out to my current channel members, R. Campbell, Danny Boy, and Doug S. Now check out one of my previous Digimon videos, and until next time, keep blazing that trail.